Huh? Did I just start it? I don't know. Give me a moment. Yeah, okay, we're up. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to be a little quiet. I've been noticing that on my streams, the whole like microphone that I have here, oh dear God, is actually kind of weird. Move that a little bit away from me so it's not. It seems to hit it wrong in a way that it just kind of makes my not like makes me sound weird. It's just that it does the sound reverberates through the headset itself. I do need to get a new one really badly, and I want to get a new one really badly. So just give me a moment here. I'm gonna do some quick checks. And that's all done. Eye of Wind, huh? I think that's what we use this. Also, whatever that person's wearing is really kind of nice looking. Ah, Scholar. Weathered Artibel cloak. I haven't even had the chance to see what those fancy new clothes are, by the way. Where's my Dark Knight? There we go. Make sure that we have all of our best stuff there. Everything's all set up as I like. Living Shadows there. Wonderful. We have about 5 million to go for a level. Now, I do not believe that we will be able to do all of them without doing at least one duty. So I believe that we're probably going to have to do one Trials Roulette. I'm hoping that's all that we have to do. And maybe a couple of Fates to be able to do the last one. And then we will finally be level 80. So, with that being said, let's go to the Crystarium. We will get started on the role quest for the tank. Well, technically we already have it started. But we only did the first one, so we did the introduction where we went and killed a couple of guys. Pretty much made it just like, hey, we ain't no pushover PC bitch, right? So, yeah. We don't need no goddamn man to tell us what we like to do. Nah, I mean. So, with that being said, come on, look over here. Aetheryte, we want to go to... I think it's the Musical Universe. I could just go to the markets, but... Crystalline Mean? I'm pretty sure that's the bar, isn't it? Is it the Crystalline Mean that's the bar, or is that the research place? It's the research place. Okay, where's it that I want to go? Where's this place? The Wandering Stairs. Wandering Stair. Okay, so let's check that out. Apparently that's not even a thing. Where is that? What is... Oh, I guess they don't have one directly, so yeah, I just gotta go to the markets. That sucks. Alright. Do we have to, I guess? Sorry about that. But yeah, guys, welcome back. As I said before, again, it's Sunday now. I plan to stream later tonight. As you can see, it's 11:40 in the goddamn morning right now. I'm not overly tired, so that's why I wanted to do this. Get this out of the way, because I wanted to do it earlier. Or rather, last night, but I ended up doing some crap that I didn't mean to for far longer than I meant to. Sorry, I got the sniffles lately, because I think my allergies are acting up. What do you have? They're just, yeah, it's a little 70 side quest. Quest sync! Woo! I do like the whole mechanics where, like, the quests sync to your stuff. Granson is eager to take to the road. All set to embark on our great hunt, kid? Then let us be about it. Before you ask, I have no intention of leading us out into the wilds without even an inkling of Decosine's whereabouts. Novrant may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So, we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Dicosine has attacked before. The village of Wright in Colusia. There we go. Well, I don't have a reason to believe he will return. I'd like to think that the surveyors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day the bastard came through. So let's be off then. Alrighty. I can agree with that. Going to Colusia. There we go. Fuck. Oh man. I was hanging out downstairs. Last night, chilling out with one of my neighbors. We just had a really nice barbecue. Oh, he's just over here. I can fly everywhere except for one place. Welcome to Red. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me, never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down Dicosine is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask the bastards. Ask after the bastard. Oh, I want one of those nasal sprays. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Alright. Let's see what these townsfolk have to say. As you said, hopefully they'll have something of import. Something that'll give us some kind of a hint as to his whereabouts. Ah, what? What do you want with me? The Sin Eater? The one that came and killed everyone? Oh god, is he here? Then why are you talking about him? Oh, I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and eaters and... Skittish son of a bitch, isn't he? Alright. Knock knock? No? Okay. Huscheldorf. Hang inside here. No, so my guess is that the only other place... the only other person is either hiding in a spot that I wasn't expecting to have to look, or he's inside of a building. Either way, we'll figure it out. Might just take a moment. Visage. Where is the bar? B-A-R-R. Can I get in here? No. So, in other words, there's someone around here who is either full-on ninja moding me, or I'm just really dumb. Okay, just wasn't expecting to have to go this far over in this direction. Alright. Alright. Where did you come from? And what do you want with me? I want your soul and everything to do with it. Dicosine, that thrice damned eater. That's a spitting image of Galgant. Galgant Knight? That Dicosine? Yeah. I can't help you. All I know is that when he came, he... Wicked White. If he had seen the carnage, he would... I'm sorry. I can't talk about this. Alright. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that it was probably one hell of a harrowing instance that happened. Excuse me while I sip on my crappy coffee. If you're wondering why I can't sleep, it's not because of the coffee. Oh, stuff is so old. Well, learn anything worth sharing? Not really, no. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us, there's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? What's your connection to this village? I'll just ask what happened here. We already know his connection is, obviously. He was a resident. Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good a time as any. Oh no, he either had a sister or a wife, and that's not good either way. I was born and raised in a way, lacking any real prospects. I eked out a living as a hunter. I would have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, a woman. Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from the Yomoran trader. Bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and her had been talking about tying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here, that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So, when the trader made with his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyards to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work, quality stuff. But it'd pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, Dicosine had been busy. I spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or think. I started looking for Melinda, and then there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met, and we knew it was going to be all right. We ran for each other, and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there in front of me, and the next, she was. Dicosine knelt and took the Fangs of Orthus, then left, leading a host of sin-eaters out of Wright. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge, she just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we'd been together. For all the times she'd welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew. All the times she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. I swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. Dicosine would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul, an enduring reminder of the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off on our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here, so if you could give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. Still, not exactly the most pleasant of tales, was it? Alright, so that's 74. So these quests are obviously short. They're not going to be overly long, which I suppose is great, but it's also kind of like, eh! They could certainly be longer. I'm going to have a lot of grinding that I'm going to have to do once I finish this story, because I'm going to have to level up Black Mage, I'm going to have to level up fucking Samurai, and I'm going to have to level up probably Summoner, so that way I can gear up Arcanist. And my summoner's only level 61, so I have a lot of work to do with that one. But again, not a concern for you guys. It's my problem. I got to worry about that in, well, due time. That being said, I'll be able to probably do that during the week. I won't have too much of an issue, at least leveling. I can do that while I'm at work and when I come home. So, thank God. Well, except for the samurai and the black mage, those all have to wait until I get home to do, because I can't queue up for most of the content while I'm at work. If I want a stable connection, that is. If I want it to actually work well. I can't, however, do that with a summoner because, again, I have the content on my PS4 and I can connect to my PS4 with my from my PC. So, yeah, one thing at a time. Anyways, sorry about this. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as I am. As am I, sorry. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Daikosine. Nothing? There is one line of inquiry yet to pursue, though. The fangs of Orthus, the bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with him when he left right. Seniors are mindless fiends, driven by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They have no need for worldly possessions. Yet Daikosine took the bracelet away, which can only mean that there's something unique about that particular antique, or the sinless bastard somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fang of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask, the Umoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Daikosine's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, kid. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. The Beehive? Oh man, I can't believe they called it the Beehive? I didn't even fucking realize. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, that's actually sweet. I already know where he's talking about, but I'm surprised that's what it was called. I didn't even pay attention to its name. Either that or I just forgot. It's probably the latter. So for anyone who doesn't know what the Beehive is, it is straight up a reference to the Gentleman's Club in Final Fantasy VII Midgard's Underground on the lower levels. I think it was Zone 5, was it? I might have been 4, 6. I don't know, but it was, yeah. It was actually really kind of it was a funny little situation, the whole arc with the Beehive. Where do I need to go? I think it's out this way, and then to left. No, over here. Nope. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Oh, wait, I actually want to see that. Can I read this? No, it's a little bit too pixelated. The bottom line looks like average, but yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. I'm actually curious what these are supposed to be right here. Obviously, there's supposed to be some kind of a ranking system. I'm just not sure what it's about. That's the inside of the Beehive. You can see that when we go inside, and that's just more of the ranking stuff that's there. We got the Queen Bee over there. I'm actually curious what this quest is about. My heart will not go on. Okay, yeah, I saw that on the other episode. And you got this guy just making a little drink. Between you and me, there's nothing in this there's nothing in this shaker at the moment. Between you and me, there's nothing in this shaker at the moment. Thank you. I'm just doing this because the motion calms me. No Vathri, no Mule. It's all a bit much to take in. Well, the thing is like, you're not blessed, but goddamn, you're lucky that you're not eating that crap anymore. Ooh, hey there. What do you got? Of course, we're still operating, darling. Our customers need a distraction now more than ever. So my guess is it might have something to do with the popularity of the dancers. I would love to have something like this in a free company house. Like, I'm not even lying. If I could have something like this set up in my in a free company home, if I had a large, that is. Oh man, I'd be all over it. Like, it'd be fantastic. I'm gonna grab this real quick right here. I'm surprised I didn't see that the first time. There it is. Wonderful. Number 9. Oh, this place, like, I don't know what it is. This place is just awesome. I love the aesthetic. It's very Paramore. I'm not one for pink. I'd probably go for a deeper red like that one on all the objects if I could. Like, oh, but it is just, it looks lovely. The whole, like, obviously it's meant to be a club. This is meant to be a dance club, gentleman's club, whatever you want to call it. It's very plain as day, but yeah, I just really like it. I think this area specifically, because Yulemoor is a place of debauchery and pleasure. So this area very much, its aesthetic and everything about it just shouts like what this place, what Yulemoor was about when Vothri was around. And now, just as they said, right, just as Rulement, whatever, said, yeah, people need a distraction now more than ever with Vothri gone and all the troubles that they've went through now just laying bare. Oh yeah, they're gonna want to wallow their misery away. So let's talk to this industrious trader who will hopefully have some insight for us. And to what do I owe the pleasure that is your company? I'd like to know about your bracelet. The Fangs of Orthus, you say? Oh, very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that you would recover it. You will see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler, who claimed it was a relic of Vauburn, a glorious kingdom that fell with the floods, like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit. After having the property restored by an artisan of right, alas, she was one of several casualties in a sinister attack, during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably. But a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsuk, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Alright. Oh, and he's still in right. Okay, so that's going to make it easy. Wonderful. Still, that's pretty interesting to find out that it's in such a simple place, because, like, Mordsuk, I can't remember if it was a dungeon or just an area in the, like, I'm pretty sure it's just an area in the Fairyland. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's kind of just surprising more than anything. I'm not overly impressed, but it is still kind of like, didn't really expect that. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? Decent enough. Had quite a bit to say, actually. So, he thinks that it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the fangs of Orithus, then it might attract Daikosin's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. Demordsuk it is. And Ama Arang, huh? Ama Arang, that's not the fairy place, is it? I don't remember. It's the desert. Right. Pretty sure it's the desert. Yeah, it's the desert. Okay. This is definitely a place where, yeah, you'd expect to find relics, so I don't know why I thought it would be in the fairy kingdom. Anyways, fine weather we're having today in Mordsuk, isn't it? No such thing as without value. No such thing as a thing without value. There we go. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of Vobert trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer as before. Alright. Alright, well, let's see if we can't find out something fascinating about what we're looking for. So we get to go and talk to Zinzin here. This guy has some nice little boxes here. What do you got for me? Well met. How may I be of service to you? We are looking for a specific trinket. I am hoping to find it in your stall. Oh, a choker that once belonged to the Vobert royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all my years here, I have never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, what about over here? Ah, here we are. The Hume Peddler. Well, aren't you just a doll, I guess? You're short. Yes, you have business with me, traveler. I'm looking for a specific artifact. Hopefully you have it. Ah, the Vobert choker. Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try, hiccups, to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. Alright, where is... Pardon me. What news, friend? Much rather you call me sinner, but whatever. Ah, to think it was that easy. You have the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. If my theory is correct, then so long as that scavenger has the choker, he's a target for Daikosin. We'll just call him Daikosin. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna call him Daikosin. I have no doubt in my mind that that's not even close to probably how it's pronounced the more I look at it, but he's to me he is now Daikosin. Kinda sounds like a chemical, doesn't it? Kinda like kerosene, gasoline, you know, Daikosin. Alrighty, so are we going over to the ruins down here? It'd be interesting to find out that they actually used it for something aside from the one side quest. I guess not. That sucks. Alrighty, what do we got going on? Please don't turn around. I don't want to have to kill you if I can help it. Here we go. Is he around here? Oh, mercy! Mercy! Well, aren't you just the prettiest? Take whatever you want. Please don't kill me. I have family. Oh. God damn it. Sure enough. Why are you looking for these? Wait a fucking moment. Please. Please. God fucking damn it. Well, that's kind of disheartening, isn't it? But, seriously, this bastard's over here now? Eesh. Weirdo. Oh, looks like he found one too. Neither of us managed to save the guy. So where did that one come from? Shame you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence in itself. You can see it in their eyes. Like when Decosine... Don't tell me. You saw him. I did, in fact, and it turns out that he was after the choker. And he took the choker too. Damn it all. Can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. It's just like, right, I was too late to save him. Just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth, Decosine. Vengeance will be mine. You're like the perfect Dark Knight. I need to fix my shirt. It keeps rolling up at the bottom. It's pissing me off. Give me a moment. Ah! Stuff got caught on my fucking table. Right, yes. Neither the time nor the place. More heaters could be about. Yes. Yes, they could. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Can't imagine that's all that fantastic to have to kill your love. Love of your life, rather. Oh, Lozen's on. I wonder if that means Luna's gonna hop on soon. You already told the lady? We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and the wife doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Sod it. I'll tell her. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, kid. We'll speak again soon. Well, we're getting close. Might be enough. The princess and her knight. He's had his fill of Mord Sook, it says. Hey there, sinner. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect after she'd cried herself hoarse. Weird. I started asking about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back, hoping to cart off all the Vobertite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about, of course. In the greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find. 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the Fangs of Werthis being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yulmoran ether. To a Yulmoran. Either that merchant or you met at the Beehive, or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Daikosine attacks right, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mordsuk keeps the choker, the Eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping. And when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Daikosine's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the Claws of Werthis, and I say we should get our hands on it first, and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not like to be treated any better. I was away with Fey folk for a time. Why does that not surprise me? Well, if you and the Fae have an understanding, perhaps we can traverse their lands without worry. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after this Vobertite ring. Alright. Damned fairies! It just says Ilmeg. Which means that's probably literally on that place. Fiddle diddle sticks Loran, you know? That place. Yep, sure enough. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack, though that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually. Pardon me. If we're going to find this ring, after all, the new Mo were part of Vobertite's society, and without their help, I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to? Well, there's Pla-Any. Pla-Any, eh? Very well. Lead on, sinner. Hey, what the fuck is this place? You. Handmere Lake. There's something on the edge of the fucking map? Weird. Or maybe that's just the name of the place. Okay, anyways, I'm tucking at my ass and it's directly fucking north. It's probably this place over here, and I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's over there. I can teleport right there. Bloody. I don't know why I thought it was to the west. Weird. Now, ready? Daneken. You're up first. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unmasked. Have I the right of it? Indeed, you do.
A ring that belongs to the royal family of Vobert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. Pardon me. But Vobert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Not necessarily wrong. Got Lala Quill, Ul, Lala Ul, Lala. Ah, hello there. You have a question for me? Indeed I do. The Claws of Orthus. It is a ring, you say? The name I have heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh, Sulul. Served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental, they say. They are. But surely they will have knowledge of the treasure you seek. God damn it. Arr. Gotta go fast, they say. Hey there, grandson. Had yourself a conversation or three. Or anything interesting? Yeah, Sulul might have some interesting information. So the Sulul is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. Oh, the fairies. Oops. Hey there, pretty boy. What do you got for me? Oh, did he invite us in? I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Uh-oh. The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl, not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain and powerful magic. Yeah, had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after the culprit. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now. But you must rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long, on my honor as court mage. I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs without hesitation. But there are our kith, these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Vobert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here. Surely you must see that. Saldia, huh? I will not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Vobertite's soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself.
My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects.
So I am to gamble with their lives instead. Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high. Yes, exactly. You are their princess. Pardon me. You are Brandon, yes. The new recruit. A rather promising one, from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady. You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. Now, Lady Saldia. Lady Saldia! After the stubborn child, I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it, and more. You alright? The way you were holding your head as if it racked in terrible pain. What happened to you just now? I saw your past. Lady Sully, you saw her with your mind's eye. Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean she's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? The claws of Obert. I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg, in search of the claws of Worthus. Ah, Worthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. There's a spot in a river not far from here, in which I used to bathe until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. Go and clear out my bath so I can take a shower. As for you, I have questions. Alright. Interesting. Of course, I'm the one who gets tested, and he's the one who gets questioned. Psst. Fuck, kind of a bullshit. Yuck. Annoying. You go kill things. I'm gonna talk to this fool. Bastard. He's just because he's prettier than I am, isn't it? There it is. He's got a pretty mouth. Come on now. Hello. I'm about to rip you in two. Oh, that one got me. You're not going to be doing much better. Dark. Easy enough. Alright, let's head back. Nice and easy. I was actually curious how they were going to drag out the quest to last until level 80. Yeah, we got one more to do, and we might, though it's very unlikely, Might get lucky and might not have to do a leave. Might only need to do a fate or two. We'll see.
The beasts are no more then. Good, good. I had the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts. But old friends who had survived the flood, victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. So the curse transformed people into monsters? Like how sin eaters can spawn more of their own kind. I will speak no more of this or other matters until after you have completed the task I set before you. This is not negotiable, grandson. Kid accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive. The both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Not the way they work. Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. Yeah, second to last one. The hardened heart.
Sul Ul seems rather more pleased to entertain you than grandson. Exemplary timing, kid. 'Twas not more than a moment ago that grandson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request, my arse. There's no one's better than a Yulmoran aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Kid said she saw a vision of you and Brandon looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Know what she's up to now? Brandon is dead. He died a century ago. Together with his comrades, in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Daikosine, aye. But like most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of Old Vobert. And he's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? What irony! Even in death, he remains a slave to duty. A knight, brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved, right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss, but while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Daikosine is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him. You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely wield a sword, and now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell us where the goddamn ring is, and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be. Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much. Demand far, far too much. And in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Are you trying to barter with me, you little shit? I'll tell you what I want to know, or I'll beat it out of you. Back off, kid. I won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murderer. Brendan was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me a great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Leith Gya. This is better have a point. As much as I like this guy, simply because of his backstory, I also really want to hurt him. Like, your ignorance pisses me off. You're a farmhand becoming a simple-handed and simple-minded fool. Yeah, this is where it's kind of where I expected him to be. Like, literally right to the T. I kind of want to go to the top of the castle. I haven't been up there yet. I don't even know if I can. Probably not, but I'm going to try anyways. Yeah, that's what I figured. Still, it would have been cool. I don't think there's going to be much to be found here anyways, but I'm still wanting to look around, you know? It's a nice place. I think it'd be really cool to be able to make, like, free company houses in a zone. So you have, like, if anyone who ends up watching this ends up, like, actually getting to this point, and they've played something like, what is it, Neverwinter? When you have a guild, you can essentially turn it in, like, when you get a home for it, you get a whole zone to yourself. It's literally a place where, like, when you go to start guild on guild war, like a guild war. Funny, ha ha ha. Sorry about that, I should have just used that to begin with. But when you have a guild war, what happens is you have a full zone to yourself, but then theirs gets put against yours, and it's like, it's essentially the same zone, just flipped, and their entrance is essentially at the end of the walkway, the pathway in your zone. So, it makes it really kind of cool to see, and I just really, really like it. Because you get the whole zone, and it just makes, you have like a castle, you have a fort, you have all this crap going on around it, you get to build fences, you get to build it up, and like upgrade your home. It was just really cool, and I just really like the mechanic, and I really wish they had something like that here. Something similar, anyways. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Tis beautiful even now, a palace of forgotten dreams. Before it was Leith Gya, in the time of Obert, it was Grunis Licht. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a terrible time, a troubled time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Brandon, then a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Saldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced, and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside of these walls on one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Vobert. I thought I would never see him again. But then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers, led by a man named Ardbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into mysterious transformations which had continued unabated in Brandon's absence. Lady Sadia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. And then came the day when we learned the truth. When we learned what the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage Tadric. That the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage Tadric. It's him, Brandon. I'm sorry. So am I. Come. Let's have done with it. That's no good.
It was you, Tadric. Do not deny it, tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters, and for what? Brandon. And after I took such pains to be rid of you. You may strip me of my titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Saldia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for in noble sacrifice shall you have everlasting glory. Lord Tadric, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. Literally turn them into fiends. I was going to make it quick for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Paladin, though. Ow. Shoulder hurts. No feeble tricks I don't match for my magics. What do you think I'm trying to do? Come on, Nibel. Melbert. Oh, it wasn't Albert, it was Reed. Oh, we don't have a healer, do we? Oh wait, yes we do. Damn it. Come on, you bastard. Oh. Whoops, wrong button. That's gonna hurt. Wasn't paying attention. Should have been focusing.
Well, I was focusing, I just wasn't focused targeting. That was stupid. Alright, fine. Because I tend to look down at, like, everything else, and honestly, the amount of crap that was on my screen shouldn't have been, like, I shouldn't have been looking down there. I had no reason to. Oh well, it was a silly fuck up. Always gotta have one, right? Come on. Not that it matters. The fight or flight really lasts quite a while, though. Come on, Rita. Or Rinda. Ray. Oh, it's a mix between the two of them. Gotcha. Ooh, that was close. I wonder how many more times I'm gonna have to do that. Thank you, Lamet. Your heals are much appreciated. Ooh, that hurt. Ah, crap. Still got a few arrows in my quiver. Little monsters. next. Kind of thing I heard starting with that dwarf, perhaps? Don't touch her, you bastard. I'm glad I saw that. Oh shit. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Big angle of this. What is that, Sanctified Quake 3? As glorious as I'm sure it probably looks, I'm not interested in seeing the animation. Well, actually that's a lie. I want to actually see the animation more than I would like to admit. But I don't want to go through that fight a third time. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Meddlesome wretch. This kingdom is by rights mine. Brandon, what is the meaning of this? Tadric, you. But why, after serving us faithfully for so many years? I am no servant. No servant. Not to your mother or father or you. My lady. Gods damn you. Lysalia, speak to me. Brandon, my dear, brave Brandon, I am your princess still. Would you honor your vows even now? Now and ever after, my lady. My sword is yours to command. That is well. Would that I had the strength to wield it myself. Steel your heart, brave Brandon, for the good of Obert and her people. No, I cannot. I will not. Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. Fascinating demon, that one. To your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and seek justice. Justice. No, it should be me. Brandon, my sword, now and ever after. We've rounded up the rest of Tadric's co-conspirators and tossed them in the jail. The ones that hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. Soul crystal. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Well, you saw what happened. More than I would have liked to. Wiggle White, she begged him to do it, like Melinda. Come, let's quit this place and return to Pliny. That was quite the fascinating fight, actually. It wasn't overly difficult, it was just... Not too sure how I feel about it. So, we will be... Okay, so yeah, a fate or two, and we should be able to gain a level, as long as we get the highest rank. Oh, I got the hiccups. Alrighty. Upside is, we're actually in an area that's actually pretty good for fates. Alright there, Sewell. Do you know why I entered into the royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid. For there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it. And so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires, what she would want for me and her kingdom. for Brandon, and yes, even for you, grandson. For me. To define oneself in opposition to the other, and other bereft of complexity of nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities, a villain indeed there is comfort and certainty in hatred, but it is a false and fleeting comfort. Brought with lies, we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, and what we must do. And never you mind the cost of anything. The more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see Brandon was right to hesitate? No doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now, kid. I got food! Alright, the next one's a lady, so... Oh, it gives me an option between 3 materia. Ooh. I wonder if critical hit tank is actually a thing. Tank, excluding limited jobs. Oh. No fun. Alright, so let's find... I was about to say, there's no fucking fates around? Oh, that one's almost done. There's no fates around! What the fuck? Alright. We'll just have to wait until one sorts itself out. And then, go barreling for it, I guess. Good to be on there, my apologies. Probably could just do a couple of side quests, but side quests are meant for my my other classes, so that's what I will use them for. Go through them on my samurai or my black mage. I'll figure something out. I'll figure it out. Go through each zone. I started doing them as the samurai, but yeah, it's not like they're bad or anything. I like them. They're great. Doodly 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 doo. Give me a fate or two for you. At least one would be nice. Like fuck. I need a fate. Give me a fate. I want to murder some faces. I mean, I guess we can go and look at the lake while we wait. God, ugh. Is this the one that has the beach that I can't land on? Keep on thinking that I'm seeing fates pop up. I'm trying to fix my sock right now. It's a little bit high and it's annoying my leg. There we go. Other one too. There we go. My legs are all sweaty because it's hot. I have like no pants on. Like I'm not wearing pants right now. I have like these weird boxer shorts. You gotta tie them up and everything, and like, oh yeah, my legs are gross. It's actually pissing me off. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is where. Well, okay, it's not the one that I thought it was. The one that I thought it was. I think it's actually over here in this area. I might be wrong. I don't know. It might actually be a completely different area for all I fucking know, but yeah, no, this is actually a really nice looking place, you know? Again, this might be the area that I was thinking of before, but I don't know. It might actually just be like down over here that I'm thinking of, and I wouldn't be too surprised if it was, or even over here. Oh, we got a fate right over here. Wonderful. I need the good stuff. Gonna get me some good stuff. Experience. Do. Alright, so what are we dealing with over here? Huh? Oh. I guess I can take the aggro for you guys. Oh, I've got another Dark Knight here. Hopefully this one fate will give me just enough to gain my level. Oh, it hurt me. Wonder how many more of these quests though need to be done. Lots of people in this zone. Then again, I'm not usually up at this time, so it's usually pretty quiet. There we go. There we go. Are you afraid of the dark? Living Shadow. So we need 10 more points. Oh, what do we got here? Dark Side Gauge. When executing Living Shadow, a second timer indicates its duration will appear. This timer indicates the duration of Dark Side, which increases damage dealt by using Flood of Darkness or Edge of Darkness. Acquired level 40. Grants Dark Side. This symbol indicates the Dark Arts effect. Oh, and all that jazz. Okay. Blood gauge. Yada yada yada. So it just pretty much is like, hey, look at these things. Looking forward to getting to use it, truthfully. But we should at least use it on something that's worthwhile. But still, I want to pop it. Pop it. Oh, how very beautiful. Aren't you just gorgeous, eh? And you're my other half. Oh, you even got your glowing eyes too. Oh, that's fantastic. And it's only a 1 minute cooldown too, eh? Oh no, it's 2. Yeah, 2 minute, maybe 3. I might have to check that. Let's see. Actions. Let's see here. Living Shadow. It's a 2 minute timer or reset. Conjure a simulacrum of your dark side to fight alongside you. Duration 24 seconds. That's every 120 seconds. I kind of want to put that somewhere on the front page. I'm kind of wanting to switch it with Living Shadow. Or Living fucking... Yeah, Living Dead. Just because how often am I actually going to use Living Dead in comparison to that? Right? So, with that there... I'll be able to properly tell. Oh, fuck off. Cancel. Exit. With that there, I'll actually be able to see it. Besides, using Living Dead when it's there isn't even going to be hard. So, not bad at all. I'm actually going to probably save my settings, like my class settings and my system settings right now. Not right now, but you know what I mean. Gonna get them all saved up so that way when I go to hop on my computer next, it'll be just there. When I go on my console, I can just load them, and they'll just be the same as they always are. Always are. I'll figure it out. It won't be that difficult. The moment I put everything into its specific place, as long as I don't have to worry about it being in a different place depending on what platform I'm playing on, then I'm perfect. I am really liking the new system that they have that allows you to transfer your settings between the 3 different pieces of hardware. You have 3 platforms that you can use it on. Alright, so eager to hear what Granson has to say. It'd be funny if he's just like, I'm gonna rip his fucking throat. Anyways. Granson, I have given you ample time to consider your path that has brought you here, and where it will invariably leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda. How to mourn her, how to live. I felt that if I put it all on Daikoshin, put my everything into the hunt, that at least I wouldn't have to think about myself or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out and fill up the hole with hate, forget who I was, and irony of ironies, that's just what the poor bastard tried to do to himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard men, making hard choices. What rot. Hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. Let that love guide you. Think not of Daikoshin, but Brandon. Grant him peace, and you will find your own. Whatever. we'll just go with the Melinda one. You're right. I don't need the hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Melinda and for Brandon. And then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. Shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. And the more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow, pity. Curse, not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they lived. Aye, something like that. Reckon Kid would agree, and Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, eh? Oh, it'd be hilarious if I could just wind up and deck the guy. Wham! Just fucking dump. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before, Sulu. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time, but I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I will tell you what I know of the Claws of Orthus. The ring together with the bracelet and choker were 3 relics passed down through the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Solidia was the last of her line, and after her death, they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, a band of thieves learned of its existence. The one who stole the fangs and eye of Orthus. Yes, the relics were concealed with magical wards. I can presume that once they were spirited away, Daikoshin was then able to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said. To think he pursued the thieves out of instinctive loyalty to his princess. That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be for so long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of 3 were taken? Then the third is still... Claim the Claws of Orthus, and he will surely come for you, yes. Timigrius is where you must go. Once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this powder into the air. The glamour will fade, and you will see the chest with the ring. But the rest is up to you. Thank you, Suru. I promise we will bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. And may you find peace as well, child. What a big old twist, eh? I'm more curious to find out why he's so dedicated to protecting these relics. That's what I want to know. Why does he seem to have some kind of a semblance of mind? Why? Well, I suppose, you know what? Now that I think about it, it seems that it's the powerful souls. Like, if you look at the Fairy Queen, it was more or less the same situation. She still was focused on doing what she wanted, having fun. That was her instinct, to enjoy herself. So I believe that this may more or less just be more of the same, where it's causing him to focus on his duty, or the duty that he had when he was in life. So, yeah. This should be the place. You've got the powder on you, right? Sorry, I dropped it. This case containing aerometers has been branded with the seal of the Knight's Dragoon. No. A small satchel containing fine powder comprised mainly of ground mushroom and enchanted by Numo magics. Useful for dispelling all manner of illusions, save the ones under which we choose to labor. I'm confused. You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth, as twinkling motes of light, a coffer begins to take shape. So obviously at this point I'm supposed to have bought some equipment, but seeing as to how I have not. There's the ring. You must be the claws of Orthus. All that's left is to decide when and where we want to confront the Eater. You're not going to have a choice. Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Hey there, old man. I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I know your story. I know this isn't you, and I know that if Lady Saldia was here, she'd say the same thing. It'll all be over soon, I promise you. Let's be through with this. Come, let us put the poor bastard out of his misery.
about to do? Oh. Those mechanics, eh? Ah, fuck. I shouldn't have been hit by that. I'm not sure what's gonna go off first. Okay. Couple bastard and that no slouch myself. Felt that one, thanks. Fucking hell, you suck. I'm glad that you were able to get behind him, outside the fucking circle. Oh, wait a minute.
What the hell just happened? It's over.
Damn eater. Let him go. He's not your bloody puppet. Finally. You watching, Melinda? It's like one of those aether crystals. Pardon me. Now and ever after, my lady Saldia. My sword is yours to command. Brandon, he's still in there? I'll not hesitate again. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Brandon. That's not what she would want. Let go of your anger. Let go of her. But that would make me lesser in your eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine. No. I will not forsake my compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my lady Saldia. He's gone. And there are the other two pieces of treasure. With that, the three treasures of the royal family are reunited. Now we've just got to find a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Least we can do for the princess and her knight, am I right? Maybe Sulul will have some ideas. Let's head back to Plaini. Man. That's crazy, eh? Hell of a fight, too. I'm looking forward to doing the other ones. I wonder who I'm going to get to fight with the samurai. It's probably going to be, well, probably not, now that I think about it. He's probably going to be last. Won't be the black mage. There's no way it'll be the... Maybe the archer. I think it'll probably be the archer. I'll go to the other side. And then, obviously, the healer... Like, the healer class will go after the conjurer. Ranged magic, or rather just magic class, offensive magic class, will immediately go after the black mage.
And then there's one more secret one that we're supposed to get after doing all the other ones, and I have no doubt in my mind on exactly who that is. Ardbird. It is done. Brennan has been laid to rest. You saw us when we arrived. Do you really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend, I pray you have found peace. And what of you, grandson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at least? Aye, I suppose so. Though, to be honest, it felt like I made my peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted the truth into your heart. That battle was but an afterthought. Easy for you to say. You didn't have to cross blades with the bloke. By the way, I brought you some gifts. The 3 royal relics of Vobert. Then Brandon was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Saladin and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Pardon me. Yes, of course. That their souls may sleep soundly forevermore, we shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now that that's settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour that I have to take, but afterwards, I'd like to speak with you back at the usual spot in the Crystarium. Be well, Sulu. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such terrible tragedy, but he did. As have you. On no few occasions, I am sure. It has been a pleasure, kid. Do visit me should you ever yearn to hear of an old fool. if you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and on. Alright, to the Crystarium it is. Oh man. How crazy is that, eh? Slime puddle. No, that was actually really good. I'm looking forward to doing the other ones. Not the healer. I'd rather not do the healer, but I'm looking forward to doing them all. Pardon me. Grandson. Well met, sinner. Glad to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't but help think back to when I first came here. Thinking only of Dicosine and my revenge. I was so wrapped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Glenard was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one, Took one look at me when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. Pardon me. I have to thank you properly, kid. I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So what's next for you, sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here or in Bright anymore. Or anywhere else. There we go. So I might spend some time on the road. Might not be as skilled a fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most. And there's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Melinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose. Helping folks in need fits the bill. Else, isn't that what Brandon and his comrades wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it goodbye, let's just say until the next hunt. Wheresoever you may go, may you find shade, sinner.
Nah, that was good. We'll go with some critical hit. Only because oh, we get all three. Cool. Never mind. Speaker for the Righteous. I wonder if I got a title for that. Let's find out. To have loved and lost. I have not. I didn't even get one for doing level 80? Man, what kind of bullshit's that? I am unhappy. Alright, let's take a look at the character one then. Seven of War. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so achieved 50 as a gladiator, pugilist, marauder, archer, and lancer. The warmonger master. This is archmage. I would like to have that one. Conjurer, thermaturge, and arcanist. Yuck. 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 Conjurer is still only like level 16 for me. Go figure, eh? Master of War and Master of Magic. You get the Paragon Crown. I can't even wear it. Mastering War 2, that's 5 of 8. How crazy is that? I leveled up 5 classes for the melee classes up to 60. That's fucked. Get Grandmaster of War, Grandmaster of Magic, Warlord's Crown. Still can't wear it. Goddess of War, Goddess of Magic. Yeah, I got my Black Mage up there. I got my Samurai, my Dark Knight, and what else? What else was there? My Lancer, up to 70. Dynasty Crown. Man, that is something fierce, eh? I don't think I've probably seen that, but I just don't remember it. Soul of War. When you get all those classes all the way up to 80. Soul of War and Soul of Magic. When you have them both, you get an Amaro Horn. Man. You know, I might actually try to do that this expansion. Because I would like to have an Amaro as a mount. I think that'd be fantastic. I may just go for that. I think that'll be great. As for this, I can live without all of this. Yeah, I've done a lot of these. Plumed Barding. Train another player's chocobo companion 30 times. We haven't... I could probably do it pretty easily. Free Bird. I want to do these mentors. Like, I've done 8 of them, but I haven't been able to. do any more since mentors. Dragon monocle, like like I can't even do those. I haven't even seen this. Trusted friend. I haven't even unlocked that one. I know where it is. Still, that means that I'm not going to get a title for level 80 unless... I'm kind of curious because... I wonder if I'll just get the title from doing the quest. Or... Golden Mean. For every child a star that manufactured. Multifacted. But that's in this area, I think. Career opportunities. Obtain the following 7 achievements, like a knight in shining armor, bulletproof, I am the warrior, Dragoon Age, a bard's tale, seeing white, and back in black, and you get the professional title. I think those are all level 70 missions, all 70 quests. Yeah. What's Nexus? His dark materia. Complete the quest, His dark materia. What? What the hell is this? No, yo, I want to know what the fuck that is. Dark materia, that's fucking meteor. Like, that's goddamn Final Fantasy VII references. The black materia was meteor in Final Fantasy VII. Amuro Whisperer, complete the quest, healing old wounds. Oops, I clicked it once. Otherworld Apothecary. Tales to be told. Shadow Walk with Me, Living Memory. Tearful Reunion, Speak of the Brave. Yeah, there's that one. Complete the dance job quest, Rising to the Occasion. Yeah, so here we go. Sam I Am. And then once I get this up to 80 and do it, The Legend of Musou Sai. That's gonna be a good one. But that's not the one that we want to look at. This is the one. Hour Closure. Not too sure I'll ever use that title. True Beauty. Oh, good God. Is that Scholar? That's Scholar. Summoner gets... to be second best. Black Mage gets... of Stranger Shadow. Okay. Ninja gets... Shadow of the Other. Okay. Bard. Song Upon the Wind. Dragoon. Bolt from the Black. Not bad. Kind of a weird one. World Cleaver, and that's Warrior. Bulletproof Monk, the Transcendent. Bulwark Between Worlds. That's a nice one. The Greatest Tales Ever Told. Complete all the class quests available at level 30. Chronicle Crown. War, Magic, Hand and Land. Chronicler's Crown, eh? That's crazy. Complete all yeah. Seeker of Bounty. Obsidian Race. What nature giveth. Complete all the Nature of Land quests available at level 30. I don't even have all my land, all my, disciples of land at level 30 yet. And I probably should. I should do that. Complete the Disciple of Hand, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we know we're... So obviously I'm not going to be doing it today. Well, I am. Probably, but I'm going to save it until tonight. Later tonight. I'm going to be doing the class quest, and I will save it. Then it will be its own stream. Because, to my knowledge, the class quest is actually pretty fucking long from what I've been told. It's supposed to be an amalgamation of all of the other class quests, essentially. Like, one full set of 10 class quests in just one class quest. So I'm really looking forward to doing that for an hour or two. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope that you guys will join me on that, and I will see you guys in the next one, or whenever I may. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.